An Exodus reading. Today is February 27th. Our reading from Exodus is chapter 8. And the Lord said to Moses, "Say to Aaron, hold out your arm with the rod over the rivers, the canals, and the ponds, and bring up the frogs on the land of Egypt." Aaron held out his arm over the waters of Egypt, and the frogs came up and covered the land of Egypt. But the magicians did the same with their spells, and brought frogs upon the land of Egypt. Then Pharaoh summoned Moses and Aaron and said, "Plead with the Lord to remove the frogs from me and my people, and I will let the people go to sacrifice the Lord." And Moses said to Pharaoh, "You may have this triumph over me, for what time shall I plead in behalf of you and your courtiers and your people, that the frogs be cut off from you and your house to remain only in the Nile?" "For tomorrow," he replied. And Moses said, "As you say, that you may know that there is none like the Lord our God. The frogs shall retreat from you and your courtiers and your people. They shall remain only in the Nile." Then Moses and Aaron left Pharaoh's presence, and Moses cried out to the Lord in the matter of the frogs, which he had inflicted upon Pharaoh. And the Lord did as Moses asked. The frogs died out in the houses, the courtyards, and the fields, and they piled them up in heaps till the land stank. But when Pharaoh saw that there was relief, he became stubborn and would not heed them as the Lord had spoken. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Say to Aaron, hold out your rod and strike the dust of the earth, and it shall turn to lice throughout the land of Egypt." And they did so. Aaron held out his arm with the rod and struck the dust of the earth, and vermin came upon man and beast. All the dust of the earth turned to lice throughout the land of Egypt. The magicians did the like with their spells to produce lice, but they could not. The vermin remained upon man and beast, and the magicians said to Pharaoh, "This is the finger of God." But Pharaoh's heart stiffened, and he would not heed them, as the Lord had spoken. And the Lord said to Moses, "Early in the morning present yourself to Pharaoh as he is coming out of the water, and say to him, 'Thus says the Lord, let my people go, that they may worship me. For if you do not let my people go, I will let loose swarms of insects against you and your courtiers and your people and your houses. The houses of the Egyptians and the very ground they stand on shall be filled with swarms of insects. But on that day I will set apart the region of Goshen, where my people dwell, so that no swarms of insects shall be there. Then you may know that I, the Lord, am in the midst of the land. And I will make a distinction between my people and your people. Tomorrow this sign shall come to pass." And the Lord did so. Heavy swarms of insects invaded Pharaoh's palace and the houses of his courtiers throughout the country of Egypt. The land was ruined because of the swarms of insects. Then Pharaoh summoned Moses and Aaron and said, "Go and sacrifice to your God within the land." But Moses replied, "It would not be right to do this, for what we sacrifice to the Lord our God is untouchable to the Egyptians. If we sacrifice that which is untouchable to the Egyptians before their very eyes, will they not stone us? So we must go a distance of 3 days into the wilderness and sacrifice to the Lord our God, as he may command us." Pharaoh said, "I will let you go to sacrifice to the Lord your God in the wilderness, but do not go very far. Plead then for me." And Moses said, "When I leave your presence, I will plead with the Lord that the swarms of insects depart tomorrow from Pharaoh and his courtiers and his people. But let not Pharaoh again act deceitfully, not letting people go to sacrifice to the Lord." So Moses left Pharaoh's presence and pleaded with the Lord. And the Lord did as Moses asked. He removed the swarms of insects from Pharaoh, from his courtiers, and from his people. Not one remained. But Pharaoh became stubborn this time also, and would not let the people go.